Hi there, I'm Steve Stine, and this is a request. Please remember, on the bottom you'll see a link underneath the video here. You can click on that, and you can request any video, and I will do them for you and upload them onto YouTube here. So what this is part of my easy series, easy version series. A lot of times what I do is I get students that want to learn how to play songs, but they've only been playing for a short time, and they don't want to get all involved with all the technical aspects of playing. They just want to have some fun, which is completely valid and certainly keeps you playing and keeps you excited. So I'm going to show you how to do Payphone by Maroon 5, and I'm going to show you how to do it using a capo at the 4th fret. So obviously, in order to do this, what you need to do is get yourself a capo. You're going to clamp it on the 4th fret, kind of close to the actual fret, and this song is simply going to use C, G, E minor, and D. So let's talk about those real quick. They're all open chords, so we've got our capo at the 4th fret. We're going to make a C chord by putting your first finger on the 2nd string, and I'm going to call this the 1st fret because when we have a capo on, we consider the capo to be 0. Okay, what the capo does, of course, is it just shrinks the guitar neck, because if I put the capo at the 4th fret like it is now, the first 3 frets are unusable. So this really is what we now call 0, which means this one we're going to call 1 and 2 and so on. So you're thinking of the capo as being 0. So when I make the C chord, I'm putting my first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. I'm putting my middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and I'm putting my 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. So that's the first chord, is a C chord. Now, if you know how to play C differently, like a C add 9 or something, which is played over like this, that's perfectly fine, whatever works for you, okay? So we're moving from C to G, and when we go to G, what I'm doing is I've got my 3rd finger on the 1st string, my middle finger on the top string, okay, they're both at the 3rd fret now, relative to the capo, and I've got my 1st finger on the 5th string, okay? So that's my G. If you would rather play, again, if you know a 4-finger G or a different fingering, by all means, just enjoy it and play it. It's okay. E minor. Okay. E minor is done by placing my middle finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, my ring finger on the 4th string, 4th string, 2nd fret. Excuse me. Okay. And then the D chord. And D is done by placing my first finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, my middle finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string right here, making kind of a triangle. Okay, now if you already know these chords, the song is pretty easy. Okay, if we think about the song, it's just, what we're going to do at this point is just strum this. Okay, so I'm moving from C to G to E minor to D, and the song never changes. That's all the song does. The question is, how well do you know your chords? And if you've watched any of the other easy versions of some of the songs that I've got, I'm going to ask the same questions every time. The goal is to understand there's 2 elements every time you play a song. The first element is your ability to strum. The second element is your ability to chord. And I've got instructional videos and all sorts of things around that you can learn more about this sort of thing if you have questions about it. But the goal for us is to be able to strum as much as we can to make it sound like the song and to make the chords move as fast as possible, but yet sound as good as possible. And so there's various techniques. Again, if you watch some of my instructional videos, you'll learn all kinds of stuff about that. But that's what we want to do. So if you're a brand new beginner and you're just learning how to play these chords, the easiest thing that you can do to have some fun with the song is just strum once per chord. Just play C, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, E, 2, 3, 4, D. And that way, you've got one beat that you're strumming, which gives you 3 more beats to get to the next chord. Because each one of these chords are getting 4 beats, or 1 measure. Okay? So you could go 1, then you move 3, 4, 1, then you move 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And as you get more comfortable, maybe you strum on 1 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you get more comfortable, then you strum 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you've learned how to do that, you're pretty much ready to start doing your down-up strums. Okay, so again, it's a building process, and you know, I teach for a living, and so these are things that my students and I talk about a lot, and so I just want to help you out by giving you an easy way of playing a song, get you thinking about some other things, and if you have questions about chords and stuff, you know, take a look at some of my other videos and see what you can do. And remember, if you have a request for a particular song, please click on the link below, and I will do my best to get to it as soon as possible and teach it to you. Thank you very much.